The Earth's core is located deep beneath where we are right now. It's about 6,000 to 7,000 kilometers down from here, but no one has ever reached it. In fact, no one's even come close. Only in the movie Journey to the Center of the Earth has anyone ever made it there. So you might be wondering, why am I talking about this on a finance channel? Well, because if we were to dig down into the Earth, it would be an adventure in search of something even more valuable than exploring outer space. Each layer of rock, as you go deeper, holds secret codes of history and geology. They hold the secrets of the world's disasters. Or we could even use them to transform the Earth's energy itself. In fact, in the past, major countries and world powers have already competed to dig deep into the Earth. But would you believe that no country has ever had technology advanced enough or enough money to dig past just 0.2% of the distance from the Earth's crust to its core? That's all we've managed, just a tiny bit. You can support Money Monster's journey to the center of the Earth by scanning this QR code, or you can easily support the Money Monster channel in other ways too. Hit like, share, and leave a comment to chat with us. Tell us, what do you think is at the center of the Earth? Do you think there might be something or someone down there? And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe. That way, when we post a new video next time, we can hang out and chat again. When we were kids, we used to go play at the beach, right? Has anyone ever dug in the sand and wondered, hey, how deep can we actually dig? Dig in, and after a while you start to wonder, why are we even digging? But in the past, big superpower nations have actually competed to dig, you know? So that must mean there's something down there, right? That's why they keep digging. If we look back, in the late 1950s, the United States was actually the first country to open up the global digging race, called the Deep Frontier. It was led by a group known as the American Miscellaneous Society, which consisted of the smartest scientists in the US coming together to dig into the Earth. At that time, the US was determined to drill all the way down to the mantle layer. The mantle layer is located about 30 to 50 kilometers deep. The mantle is basically molten iron, or flowing rock. This is significant for scientific exploration. We'll explain why in a bit. But the United States, when they tried drilling, only reached about 600 feet, or 182 meters. They didn't even reach 1 kilometer. United States decided they'd rather spend the budget on planting a flag on the moon instead. Way cooler, right? So they just wrapped things up and stopped drilling. Back in the 1970s, the Soviet Union was another place that drilled down through the Earth's crust. And let me tell you, that hole was the deepest humanity has ever managed to dig. The Soviet Union spent 20 years, from 1970 to 1990, drilling a hole called the Kola Superdeep Borehole. It reached a depth of 42,200 feet, or about 12,300 meters. That's 12.3 kilometers. But it still didn't reach the mantle layer. This depth is a mere 0.2% of the total distance from the Earth's crust to its core. But what really breaks the record about this hole is that it's actually significantly deeper than the deepest point in the ocean. The deepest point in the ocean is approximately 11 kilometers below the surface. And it's also deeper than the height of Mount Everest, which stands 8.8 kilometers. The main obstacle that prevented the Soviet Union from drilling any deeper was the heat. At a depth of 12.3 kilometers, the temperature of the rock or soil down there reached 180 degrees Celsius. So no matter what kind of drill bit or rock cutting head they sent down with the technology of that time, it just couldn't make it. As soon as they started drilling, the bit would melt almost immediately. If you had enough money to keep melting drill bits in the hole, go ahead. But even the mighty Soviet Union at that time had to admit they didn't have it. And not long after that, the Soviet Union collapsed. So they just closed the project and stopped drilling altogether. As for the hole that's still active today, can you guess which country it's in? Well, actually, it's not that hard to guess, right? It's China. China's underground exploration project, which started back in 2021. This project is located in the Tarim Basin in the northwest of China. They plan to drill down to a depth of 36,000 feet, or about 11,000 meters. That's 11 kilometers, not as deep as Russia, but it's probably the kind of terrain where China thinks they'll find something interesting. And if you ask why they're drilling, The ultimate goal of China's Deep Earth Exploration Project, drilling down that far, is to search for minerals or materials that are over 145 million years old beneath the Earth. That's because in-depth information from the layers of mineral rocks, which have accumulated in lines and layers over time, these layers will help us understand the structure and the evolution and history of the planet we live on. Of course, this information doesn't just expand our scientific knowledge or lead us to discover minerals. New minerals, find out their names, say hello, and add their abbreviations to the periodic table for all the kids to learn. Everyone can memorize them. That's not it. What it really does is help us explain the true causes behind the formation of the Earth's layers. What exactly is an earthquake? And if we could predict more accurately when and where one would occur, if we could forecast earthquakes, where and how big they would be, we'd be able to predict much better where landslides might happen, where the Earth's crust might split, or when and where a tsunami might hit and how powerful it would be. We could save so many lives and so much property around the world. How much do you think that would be worth? So if we really wanted to do this, how deep would we actually have to dig? Well, we'd have to dig all the way down to the layer, the mantle, the layer where the rocks are molten, about 30 to 50 kilometers beneath the Earth's crust. That's the same layer the United States once planned to reach, but they didn't even get close. Scientists believe that if we could actually dig down to the mantle, many scientific ideas about our planet could change. Recall, the mantle is under the Earth's crust at a depth of about 30 to 50 kilometers, and it's incredibly thick. The mantle itself is about 3,000 kilometers thick. So if you ask what the largest part of the Earth is, it's the mantle. The mantle is the biggest layer. It makes up 68% of the Earth's mass, while the crust, our home where we all live, is just only about 1% of the Earth's mass. And the mantle, just getting to it is already really difficult, right? Because digging down, the deeper you go, the hotter it gets. The mantle is intensely hot. The temperature is around about 1,300 degrees Celsius. At this level of heat, rocks can actually flow. But when we talk about rocks flowing in the mantle, they don't flow like water the way we usually imagine. It's like that. It flows at about the speed of a snail over a long period of time. The flow of the mantle moves from the Earth's core, rising up toward the crust, and then slowly returns to the core. One full cycle takes about 2 billion years. Scientists believe that if we could reach the mantle and dig up pure mantle material, it would be like having a cheat code, a secret key to unlocking the mysteries of the world, allowing us to decode the true origins of the Earth, what it really is, how it works, what disasters are, and more. But the real question is, since no one has ever managed to dig down to the mantle layer, how do we know it's there? And how do we know what would happen if we got mantle material up? It would actually unlock any secrets at all from this planet. There are actually explanations for this, but if you want the detailed scientific principles, I can't really explain all of that. Simply put, there have been times when mantle material was pushed up to the Earth's surface through things like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions and so on. So how do scientists know that? There's a mantle layer right there? And how much of it is there? How thick is it? They explain that when an earthquake happens, it creates seismic waves, right? And if you study the speed paths of seismic waves, like this, you can figure out the thickness, viscosity, volume, and properties of the mantle. If anyone can explain this better, feel free to comment below. Now, the mantle also has a part that makes our Earth warm with a balanced temperature. The mantle is about 3,000 kilometers thick. And as mentioned, it also flows, it circulates. From the core to the crust, this process takes up to 2 billion years. So from now on, if you want to tell someone you love them, don't say I love you to the moon and back anymore. You should say, I love you from the core to the crust. Okay, that's the fun fact. Anyway, like I said, scientists get mantle samples from volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, or ground fissures. When it comes out like that, but these mantle samples react with water and air, so they're no longer pure. That's why scientists can't fully decode or determine the exact pure mineral values. So they really want pure mantle, dug up from beneath the Earth's crust, untouched by anything, so they can study it. So let me ask again, why don't we just go down there? Dig? Well, the answer is still that it's just not possible. But if you ask if we could dig down, what would we find? Well, in this clip, we've gathered some travel info about going down to the center of the Earth. Okay, so if you ever thought about it, like I said, have you ever wondered if we started digging, how far could we go? How deep could we dig and what's down there? Digging through the crust, the depth is about 2 total meters on average. This is the normal depth humans can dig. We'd find graves and cemeteries, but if we dig down about 20 meters, let's say in Paris, you'd find the Paris catacombs under the city of Paris. It's a burial site that holds the remains of about 6 million people. And if you dig even deeper, at a depth of around 100 meters, at that depth, this is a typical depth where the subway, governments of various countries, use it to bury radioactive materials. And at a depth of about 305 meters, that's the kind of depth where people might build bunkers to live in. But let me tell you, 300, even at 5 meters, it's still not safe from the destructive particles of the B-82 nuclear warhead that penetrate underground. Okay, now let's go down to the kilometer markers. If we dig deep, go down 2 kilometers. What's at 2 kilometers? There's the Chinese nuclear command bunker at 2 kilometers. And if we dig down to 4 kilometers, we'll reach the bottom of the deepest mine in the world. It's in South Africa, and in this mine, it's hot. Temperatures can reach around 66 to 100 degrees. And at a depth of 10.9 kilometers, that is the deepest depths of the ocean, called the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the ocean. Its depth is 12.2 kilometers. I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, the depth of the Kola Superdeep Borehole. This is a borehole that was drilled by the Soviet Union. It's the deepest hole ever dug by humans in the world. Even though the Soviet Union's drilling project has ended, they discovered a lot of interesting things, such as in this layer, they found fossils that are about 2 billion years old, which showed that at one time, it used to be underwater, like that. So from what I've just told you, we can see that, honestly, digging a hole isn't just about digging a hole, but it's actually about satisfying our deep curiosity and hunger to discover, to find things we've never seen before, things we've never known, and answer questions we've never been able to answer. And even though we've only managed to dig down about 10, 11, or 12 kilometers, scientists have learned so much, something that is a treasure trove of energy for our world. Scientists have discovered that at a depth of 20 kilometers, there is a giant natural battery, which is an incredibly powerful energy source. It's called Supercritical Geothermal Energy. If someone manages to dig down into the earth and reach that point first, they could become the person who changes the world, changing the lives of billions of people, free themselves from poverty without ever having to buy energy again. Or they could become a global disaster, causing the world to lose its balance forever.